everyone. Thanks for watching my first YouTube tutorial video. I'm Natalie. You might have seen me on Skin Wars. That's a pretty good depiction of who I am, but you know, I'm in my house today, a little more comfortable, and I get a lot of messages from people asking about body painting, about what kind of paint to get and how to get into it, and it's exciting that everybody's interested in body painting. I think it's great. So I decided to make some videos to kind of do a little bit of educating and then just talk about the art form. It's really fun. So this is the first of Body Paint 101 videos. There's going to be a few more, but I thought the best way to start off these videos is with a body paint do's and don'ts. Body paint is a lot different than other types of art, you know, because you're painting on naked people, so you definitely have some things to take into consideration. So I thought I would just talk about those. So if you're thinking about getting into body painting, here's some do's and don'ts, my do's and don'ts, and it might just help you out, or I don't know, or not. But okay, let's just get into it. The first do is try body painting. It is actually like the most fun you'll ever have. It's difficult, but once you get into it, it's really hard to go back to canvas or anything else, because it's just too much fun painting something that has a personality. Don't paint your friends with acrylic or house paint or Sharpies or spray paint. I think the best thing to do is just invest in actual body paint, because you're not going to be hurting anybody, and then not only that, but it looks a lot better and it lasts a lot longer, and it feels really nice for your model. They won't just like hate you afterwards when they take a shower and they're pulling their hair out and stuff. So don't paint your friends with acrylic paint. It's just not a good idea. Okay, so the next one is paint your friends and your family and your loved ones, anybody that's willing to donate their body to you. Paint them. Paint yourself, you know, like before you start to get a lot of jobs, you've got to get a portfolio going. And so what I recommend is anybody that's confident and comfortable with their body and willing to just strip down and let you experiment with paint, do so. Don't be a creep though. Make sure that you're not like posting ads on Craigslist and then being just like super creepy. Like, people are already really nervous about taking off their clothes for you and letting you paint them. So don't like hit on them and stuff like while you're painting them, because to me that's just kind of gross. Like, save it for later. Be a professional about it. Anyways. Okay, so do invest in a good camera. Body paint's expensive, and I know that, but the only way that you're going to even show what you've done is by photos of it. And you know, like, you don't have to spend that much on a camera, but something that can really showcase your work, because after they wash it off in the shower, then it's gone forever, and all you have left is your photos. So get a good camera, you know, like, why not? Don't forget your camera. I've done this a couple times at like gigs and times when I just met up with someone in the middle of nowhere to do a cool like landscape painting, and I forgot my fucking camera, and it sucks, and I had to take pictures with my phone, which, I mean, phones can do okay, but you can't really get quite the image that you want. So don't forget your fucking camera like I did. Okay, so do get your name out there, you know, like take some good photos and post them around, post them on social media, and you can get like, once you've gotten a few of them, you can get like a Gig Salad or Gigs Masters site, so you can get more body painting jobs. Yeah, like, let people know that you're interested, and the more people that see that you're getting into body painting, they want their bodies painted, and they'll be hitting you up like, hey, I'll get naked, let me do it. Like, I get messages all the time of people that want to get body painted. More people are willing to get naked than you think. So let people know that you're interested and that you're wanting to do it. But at the same time, don't post a picture of a naked painted person without their permission. Verbal consent is great, but I think it's even better to get written consent from your models, just so that like they don't change their mind later and they feel uncomfortable and then they want to sue you, or you know, like, just get consent. Nobody wants naked pictures of themselves on the internet if it can put their job at risk or it can put their relationship at risk, whatever. Just make sure that your model is okay with it. Okay, so do have snacks and water on hand anytime you're painting somebody, because it's a lot harder work than you think. Standing there and modeling, it's actually like pretty exhausting. And so make sure your model's like hydrated, make sure that they eat, because sometimes models don't want to eat because they don't want to like look bloated or whatever in the photos. But if they don't eat, then they have low blood sugar, and then people can faint, and then it sucks, and then the whole painting is like screwed up anyways. So I like to have protein bars or like cereal bars or fruit. And then water for sure. Just have it on hand for you too, because it can get kind of exhausting painting all of that. Don't let your model get cold and hungry and tired. Take care of your model. You know, have a little heater on hand. Like I said, like let them go to the bathroom. Let them take little yoga breaks. You know, like don't be a dick to your model. That's one of the biggest don'ts, is just take care of whoever you're painting. They're donating their body to you, and you're kind of in control of the situation. So make sure that they're cozy, you know, because then they'll want to get painted again. But if they have a really bad time, then they won't want to do it again, and then they might not want you to show the photos. You know, like the morale of the situation can like really make or break the painting. So, next, do experiment with styles, and different paints, different paint brands, you know, like before I really settled on my favorite paint brands, which I'll get into in another video, I tried them all, you know, like, just experiment around, try out glitter, try out, you know, all kinds of stuff. But what I will say is, body painting, you're basically a makeup artist. So one of the biggest don'ts is don't finger paint. That always is kind of creepy to me when I see body painters like finger painting or using their hands to like move boobs or like get in butt cheeks, or, you know, like do little whatever. Don't use your fucking fingers. It's gross, you know, and that model doesn't want you to use your fingers. They want you to use clean brushes. So that's another thing, is make sure that your brushes are clean. Use brush cleaner, brush conditioner, antibacterial soap. Make sure you just clean your brushes in between models, in between gigs, before and after. Just like, it's best to just be clean, because there's all kinds of like diseases and germs, and it's just nasty, especially if you're painting in people's like private part areas, and then you go to paint somebody else's private part area. Just don't do that. It's blech. Okay, so just reiterating, clean your brushes. Do clean your brushes. It's a really good thing to do. Okay, so another do, one of my favorites, is do have a glass of wine, or have some wine on hand. Like, if you're old enough, of course, like, not if you're a minor, but if you're old enough, like, have some wine around. Especially if it's just like a personal painting in your studio or your house. Not for like a creepy reason, but just because it's like, it loosens you up. It loosens your model up a little bit, makes them a little more comfortable because they might be really nervous. It also kind of keeps them from being so tense when they're standing there that they can't just fully relax, and then they end up like being really sore and hurting and all of that. So if you're both old enough, have a little wine or beer or something. Like, this doesn't have to be such a serious art form. It can be really fun. But hey, it's afternoon. But what I will say is don't get wasted. Even if you think that you're a good painter when you're wasted, you're probably not. I have really fucked up some paintings being a little too drunk. Also, if your model gets drunk, then they can't stand still, they have to pee a bunch of times, and then, you know, I've done some events, and I mean, shit, they were fun, but they weren't quality paint jobs afterwards because one or both of us got